Niharika went for vacation to different places every year from 2010 to 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 places. Her vacation lasted for a different number of days, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each occasion, in no order. So one of the vacation was 1 day long, one was 2 day long, and so on. Her vacation in 2000. Okay, then there is information. Tokyo, Brazil, Paris, Beijing, and there'll be one more city which we'll be able to find hopefully. So what we can do is we can make a table. We'll use this information and make a table where we'll have the year, in the year which city she went to, and the number of days that that the vacation lasted for that year. So the table would look something like this. I'm making this for each year: 2010, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now the information. Her vacation 13 lasted a day longer as compared to the year when she went to Tokyo. So this is Tokyo plus 1. Lasted a day longer. She went to Paris in the next year next to the one in which she went to Brazil. So Brazil and Paris will be back to back. Brazil. She went to Beijing in the year next to the one in which her vacation lasted for 1 day. So 1 day and Beijing will be back to back. She did not go to Paris in 2014. Her vacation in Paris lasted less than 7 days, less than 5 days. Her vacation in 2012 lasted a day longer as compared to the one in Sydney. This is S plus 1. She went to Beijing 2011. Okay, so 2011 is Beijing. This is a starting point. Beijing. And her vacation lasted for less than 5 days. Excellent. Now it is given that she went to Beijing in the year. She went to Beijing. This is used. She went to Beijing in the year next to the one which her vacation lasted for just 1 day. So before Beijing, number of days will be 1 for sure. Fixed. Information 3 and 4 is used. Also, Paris was right after Brazil. Cannot be in 2010, therefore. Brazil 2013, Paris 2014, possibility. Brazil 13, Paris 14. But it says she did not go to Paris in 2014. Therefore, the only possibility is Brazil in 2012, Paris in 2013. This has been used. Her vacation lasted for less than 5 days. Paris, this has to be less than 5. Therefore, Tokyo has to be less than 4 because it is T plus 1 for Paris. Her vacation lasted technically I've put it here as well. Okay. So now there are two cities left, Tokyo and Sydney. And we can make cases to check which one. So I'm starting with Sydney. I'm using a different color here. Suppose Sydney is 2010, which means Tokyo is 2014. Now Sydney's day is 1 day. So Brazil will be 2 days, S plus 1. Now for Tokyo, if we put Tokyo as 3, Paris becomes 4, T plus 1. In which case Beijing has to be 5, so not possible. If we put Tokyo as 4, then Paris becomes T plus 1, 5, which is not possible. This has to be less than 5. And Tokyo cannot be 5 because then Paris will be 6. So this assumption is completely wrong. And therefore, we can discard it. All the blue colored information can be left out. Since Sydney is not 2010, Tokyo has to be 2010, which means Sydney will be 2014. Paris is T plus 1. T is 1, therefore Paris will be 2 days. Beijing has to be less than 5. And Brazil is S plus 1. Her vacation lasted a day longer as compared to Tokyo. This is she went to okay. She went to Beijing in the year next. Okay, Beijing also is less than 5. So we cannot have 5 here. We could have a 3 or a 4. If we have a 3, this becomes 4, this becomes 5. If we have a 4, if we put a 4 for Beijing, then Sydney, the value left for Sydney is 3. Brazil will be 3 plus 1, 4. And 4 and 4 will be repeated. So that is wrong. Which means Beijing has to be 3 days. Sydney will therefore be 4 days and Brazil will be 4 plus 1, 5. So taking out all the extra information, this is the final distribution that we get. Tokyo, Beijing, Brazil, Paris, Sydney. Number of days being 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. We'll use this table to answer questions. Which of the following combinations and destination is not correct? Okay, from the table that we made. Sydney 14 is correct. Paris 13 is correct. Tokyo 2010 is correct. All of these are correct. Option D answer. How many days did Niharika spend in Paris? Paris was 2 days from the table. Which of the following statements are true? She spent 1 day of her vacation in Sydney. Sydney was 4 days. She spent 4 days in Brazil. Brazil was 5 days. So both of them are wrong. Which is true? Neither of the two statements is true. In which year did she visit Sydney? Sydney from the table of 2014. So option D.